expectation is a sky-high expectation from everybody. The audience sitting here, they would like to see a good capital market. The players in the capital market are all waiting to see that the capital market restores its proper and appropriate order. So the stakeholders in the capital market can play their role, which has been again absent for God knows over a decade. And capital market is so important because I sometimes wonder how the economy has come this far, why the capital market is non-functional in Bangladesh. And the borrowing has been from the high street banks, all the borrowings, practically. Capital market hardly anything, very little to offer. So high street banks with short-term deposit and long-term lending is a total mismatch of fund, as you all know very well. And what we see today with the financial sector, one big issue is, I feel very strongly, because the capital market did not function, everybody ended up with high street banks and borrowed right, left, and center. Some were used for the industry or the business, some were laundered out of the country, and the banks are in, and the financial sector is in total doldrum. So if I just give a comparison, I think you guys know better than me that market cap in the US is double the size of US GDP. Market cap in our neighboring country, India, I think it's about 60% of GDP. Market cap in Pakistan, I think it's around 40% of GDP. And what is the market cap GDP ratio in Bangladesh? I think around 5-6%, less than 10%, single-digit figure. So I'm surprised that the economy has come this far without even a functional capital market. So we have to really make sure the capital market works in the future. And it's not just for the private sector borrowing. Even the government, sometimes I wonder why we ran after IMF for $4 billion fund with a long list of conditionalities. I mean, honestly, if the capital market was functioning properly in Bangladesh, it's not just the private sector, not the corporate borrowing. The government can always go to the market as well. And in many countries like local governments, city corporations, municipalities, they go to the market, they float municipal bonds, and they finance their projects. And here also, Bangladesh government can also go to the capital market and borrow. Like buying aircrafts. I mean, we don't have a market to borrow. Railways, city corporations, as I mentioned, there are many government agencies who can easily go to the market and borrow, and government itself can float. I can assure you that there are a lot of fund managers around the world. Some of them are Bangladeshi origin fund managers. They're looking at Bangladesh very seriously. And they're just waiting for Bangladesh to create the environment of the capital market. And very rightly, somebody mentioned the reform programs. Of course, we have to go for just, we have been saying it day in, day out, that Bangladesh has to go for serious reform programs, deregulation. This country is over-regulated. I'm saying it quite regularly. Bangladesh is over-regulated economically. So we have to go for serious deregulation, liberalization. Ease of doing business, we rank at the bottom right now. Cost of doing business is high. How can you be competitive, as Dr. Razak has been saying, with the LDC graduation, if you don't have the capacity building? If ease of doing business is not good, if the cost of doing business is so high as it is today, LDC graduation is going to be a real difficult proposition for Bangladesh. So these things has to be looked at. We have to go for serious reforms, deregulation, liberalization. And as I said, Bangladesh, in the future, the prospect with the Chinese facing the tariff, with the Vietnamese and others at reaching the saturation points in the comparative advantage issues, with many other countries facing similar problems, we stand in a very good position. And I tell you, investors are looking into Bangladesh very, very seriously. They're visiting Bangladesh every day. They're looking at Bangladesh investment scenario seriously, but all waiting for the election to be held. So everything is put on hold right now. Everybody is saying, when is your election? And we'll wait till the election.